If you go to Oslo and don't get out to the countryside, you should have your passport revoked. Norway's greatest claim to scenic fame is her deep and lush fjords, and that's where we're heading. Today, we're taking a popular route called Norway in a Nutshell. This series of well-organized train, ferry, and bus connections lays Norway's most beautiful countryside on a scenic platter. The scenery crescendos as this super scenic railroad roars over Norway's mountainous spine. Deep forests, countless lakes, and rugged wilderness engage nature lovers both on and off the train. The railroad is an impressive engineering feat. Completed in 1909, it's 300 miles long and peaks at over 4,000 feet. We're catching a tiny spur line at Myrdal. In less than an hour, the train drops nearly 3,000 breathtaking feet to fjord level. This 12-mile line is so steep that the train has 5 separate braking systems. The sightseeing is captivating, and the engineer even stops for photos at the most scenic waterfall. The train deposits us at Flom, a touristy junction at the head of Sognefjord. Most tourists stampede right into the next leg of the Norway in a Nutshell journey, the scenic boat ride. But we're sampling a bit of small-town Norway right here on the fjord. Nestled in this almost impossibly beautiful landscape are a sprinkling of remote villages and towns. Undredal, a community of 52 families, was accessible only by boat until 1985 when the road from Flom was opened. Now visitors can make the drive from Flom in about 15 minutes, most of the trip through one of the region's modern tunnels. But little else feels modern in this peaceful, rural setting. Undredal has Norway's smallest still-used church. This dates from the 12th century. Friendly domesticated goats roam the town's lone road. This cordial group seemed delighted to encounter some new faces. Undredal is famous for its particularly sweet goat cheese. And while it may look pretty disgusting, Gjetost actually tastes delicious. Norway is expensive, but even here, picnics are cheap. And like anywhere in Europe, simple local food can be a cultural high. With the help of a fine fjord setting, we're disproving the rumors that Norwegian food is bland. And for dessert, potato bread with butter and sugar. That's lefse. After a nourishing small-town picnic, we're ready for some big-time Norwegian scenery. The entire west coast of Norway is slashed by stunning fjords, but the Sognefjord, 120 miles long and over a mile deep, is tops. On sightseeing boats, visitors enjoy the climax of our Norway in a Nutshell journey. The scenery keeps everyone on deck with cameras cocked. Our boat kisses a waterfall as the captain gets us right into the scenic thick of things. Today, the region enjoys pleasant weather for its latitude thanks to the warm Gulf Stream. But the Ice Age once made this land as inhabitable as the inside of your freezer. As Ice Age glaciers cut their way to the sea, they gouged out long, deep grooves, today's fjords. Because the ice was thicker inland and only a relatively thin lip at the coast, the gouging got more shallow as the ice neared the ocean. The average fjord is mostly 4,000 feet deep, but only around 600 feet deep where it hits the sea. From the ferry dock, a bus winds travelers high above the fjord. And after a few last photos from this view terrace, it's on to Bergen And you've seen Norway in a nutshell.